What's Bear 1V here, and we're back with yet another Halloween review because the last two ones have gone great, haven't they? Dear God, this so far not. It's off to a very chaotic start. If you missed the previous reviews, go check them out. They're pretty great. The Shocker one was just chaotic, but like in a fun way. The Venom review was chaotic in a more insane way. Basically, to sum it up, I talked about Venom's butt a little too much, and then I had a bloody nose. So yeah, somehow that's my most viewed video on the channel, and it's done the best out of any vid. That's great, but but to keep this tradition alive of pure chaos, what better thing to review after all that than the Marvel Legends Venom Pool Bathwave Carnage? And yeah, it's a really cool figure. Not as cool as Venom though. I actually legitimately love this guy. I want to go back in time because when I did the top 10 figures of the year, I don't think I put him in it for 2021, and I regret it because I want to marry that figure. It's definitely in my top 10 favorite Marvel Legends. But yeah, this figure's cool. It's not as cool. But yeah, let's just get to the box because actually, this box, ugh, it's just, there we go. Little pumpkin for Halloween. Ignore the candy wrappers inside. But yeah, this box is actually really cool because, you know, it's white. Most boxes are black, and I like the white style. It makes the Venom ones unique. I know they did it for the first Venom wave, because this is the wave that they made for Let There Be Carnage. There was a Carnage in the first Venom movie wave, but that was a different one than this. I prefer this one, which is why I bought it also, because the other Carnage is like a gazillion dollars, I think. But yeah, cool little Venom there. You still get the splotches, but it's a more comic-y thing, because this isn't the movie figure. Carnage, Hasbro. Love how they just went all out for the Venom stuff. Legend series. Venom logo. Weird sticker, because I bought this off of Amazon. Venom Pool 4+. The cool artwork on the side. Love it. On the back, small wave only 5, and the Venom Pool is a huge hulking character. Makes me question why some waves that have the tiniest Build-A-Figure have like 7 figures. Anyway, I'm not gonna bias sing. Oh my god, guys, it's Morbius. Sorry, I didn't even know. I forgot he was in this wave. I feel like I feel the bloody nose coming on already. But yeah, the only one I'd ever actually get would maybe be Phage, but I think he uses the Bucky Cap body, and I hate that body. And they have a picture of the figure on the back, and I hate that. I like when they put the art on the back. It's my main complaint with this Venom wave. I feel like they did it for like a weird short time, and I hate it. Just add the cool art. That's why I like keeping the boxes. Twisted criminal Cletus Cassidy sows chaos in the streets of the bloodthirsty... Oh, as the bloodthirsty villain Carnage, not in the bloodthirsty... Well, I mean, technically, Cletus Cassidy is inside Carnage. It's got a little weird. Nowhere near as weird as the Venom video. I talked about his ass just a little too much. Let's get into the bath piece. Is Venom Bullhead. Here it is next to Venom's head. See the tongue action. It's not as thick, but I think Venom's is a bit longer. There's a penis joke in there somewhere. It's cool. I'm never gonna build this because I don't care. But it has nice texture. Little staples. Love that. Little purple tongue. Looks like he'd been licking some, I don't know, grape juice or something. Do you lick grape juice? Let's not think about it. And time to get into all these accessories he has. Just kidding. It's just a head that I'll never use. I think it's from a specific comic book, which is what this Carnage is from, but I don't care. It's got a little swirly. I mean, it looks good, but I don't care. Quickly showing it on the figure, because I think it comes packaged with this head on. That's what it looks like. Focus. It looks cool, it looks dandy, but at the end of the day, I didn't buy it for some dumb comic head. I bought it for the other head, which I think is actually its accessory, but you know, look at that Carnage head. Oh, it's nice, and also has a huge paint chip on it. God dang it. Yes, that's all the accessories. Let's get into this little thin tentacle boy. That's what they call me in the streets. Also sounds like Slenderman. But yeah, let's get into that head sculpt, because that head sculpt is great. Basically, this figure is the previous one, but everything that was painted is sculpted. And usually for comic figures, I kind of like the paintedness. Adds a bit of a comic-y feel to it. But I actually really like this because I kind of pretend it's Let There Be Carnage, which I actually like. I like that movie a lot. Loved Carnage. Hope we get a Carnage figure from it. That'd be awesome. But if not, then I guess I'll leave with Venom. He is an awesome figure. But yeah, that head sculpt is great. Them big white eyes looks great. The paint chip though, that's a rough one. I don't even know how it happened to. Probably because I take abominable care of these figures. Dear God. Some of them have seen hell. Hell far worse than what Carnage could show you. But yeah, like all the little black swirly twirlies on them, that's all sculpted and painted. What? And the painting is actually done pretty well. There's some areas where it's a little askew. But yeah, it's the back of the head. This back piece does come off to reveal even more black back detail. And is it the same? I think it might be slightly different. This is a rubbery piece. So yeah, I got all them nice little tentacles. Can actually put like one around, I think, yeah, you can probably wrap it around like a Spider-Man head. Have him get choked out. Because, he's trying to kill Spider-Man probably, I'm assuming. Get back in there. But yeah, look at them chest. Look at them chest. Look at that chest. Got all the nice sculpt work, but I like how on the red, it's kind of like exposed muscle, like you just rip the skin off and see the exposed muscle with all this sculpt work in there. It looks great. Coming down to his very thin arm, sadly not pinless. This was, I think, right before they started doing pinless bodies. But yeah, looks great. Can see more of that sculpt work. You have these little tentacles coming off him, which at first I thought would be really annoying, but it actually looks really good. And then you come down to his big, sharp claws, which look great. And at first I thought, oh, they'd probably reuse that from the previous ones, but no. All the black is sculpted on there, and it looks great. And the other one is a lot more open, so you can have him like grabbing some, and then you can have him like slashing. Love that. Wish he came with more hands or like a weapon, like the previous one did, but I guess they dropped all their money on the new body, but it was definitely worth it. This body is phenomenal. Not as phenomenal as this guy, but he's a little twig boy like me. Coming down to these thighs. I mean, there's not really much thigh here because he's thin as hell, but love the muscle detail there. You just see around. Come down to his butt, which is not as voluptuous as Venom. They put that on the back of the leg. Hate when they do that. You got all this free retail space on his feet. Put it there. I mean, I bet if you put a little bit of rubbing alcohol, you could probably get it off, but you might mess up all the black. I don't feel like painting stuff. Then come down to his legs, and then got more of the tentacle things coming out, and then his little toesy woesies, a little spiky, but they're not sharp enough to hurt you. His claws kind of sharp. But yeah, that's pretty much it. He is a little hard to stand sometimes because his ankles, like most Marvel Legends, don't work with me, and he does have pretty thin limbs. Oh, but yeah, looks great. Articulation hinges up that far. Looks great. Hinges up better than some Iron Man figures. Looks down pretty far so you can just look at his crotch, or lack thereof, because it's a smooth boy. Actually, he's got a little bump there. Kinda bob. Also, I think the jaw is a separate piece. I just now realized that painted orange inside his mouth. Hard to notice because, it's covered with the black teeth. But yeah, rotates, hinges out that far, rotates, but it's kind of clicky. These do get in the way, but, you can take it off or, bend them out of the way. It does have a butterfly joint, which hardly moves. Upper arm rotation, double jointed elbow, but whenever you get thin figures, sometimes the articulation's a bit hard to use because, they're so thin. In and out and rotate at the hands. He does have an ab crunch. Oh, he does arc pretty good. Or it does go forward pretty well, and arc's kind of good back. Yes, as far back as it goes. And the sculpt work does go up a bit, but it does end, sadly. Oh yeah, waist rotation. Almost forgot. He can kick that far, pretty far actually. Can do the splits decently well. It's a little loose. Hate loose things. And he does kind of kick back, but he does not have a fatty. Look at how flat that is. This is no double cheeked up Venom. My god. I'm gonna just continue before it gets gay again. Up thigh rotation, double jointed knee, which actually goes in pretty far. Boot cut for some reason. I think probably because they wanted to, add that. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Hinge up, down, and a rocker that kind of just doesn't work too well. But overall, pretty good articulation. And overall, really solid and great figure. Some things get a little bit loose, but it is what it is. Life happens. Nothing's perfect. It's a plastic toy. Something's bound to happen eventually. Hate that paint chip. I'd try to paint it, but then it'd probably be noticeable that I painted it. It's just a little bit of scuff in his eye. But yeah, if you wonder why I bought him with Venom, but Venom came like a week after. So I had Carnage for a bit. And I bought him because he's like super detailed, so you could kind of pass it off as a movie figure. But let's just get into the comparisons. Yeah, here he is next to Black Series, Death Watch Mando. The Riddler. Oh, he fell over. God dang it, Carnage, stand up, quit causing chaos. Ironically, this is the least chaotic of the Halloween videos. If the bloody nose would have happened in the Carnage video, it would have been perfect, but it is what it is. Here he is next to Moon Knight and Seed Shockwave. Come on, stand, brother. Oh, I thought I knocked him over again. And for a Fortnite comparison, I should have done it with Venom, but I was too busy having a bloody nose. Here he is next to Chaos Agent because he's also another splooge boy. And here he is next to... hell out the way. Here he is next to Venom too. Yeah, I almost just put Venom there. I'm sorry, I keep looking at the... Whew. But yeah, now let's get into some of the fun comparisons. Here he is next to Vulture and Mysterio. Almost forgot his name. Only two villains I really have. Oh yeah, and Shocker. I mean, what was the name? Herman? Rough name. Here he is to some comic Spidey men. Scarlet Spider and 2099, my favorite Spider-Man. Here he is next to some movie figures. The No Way Home Walmart exclusive Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Why is his feet sticking up like that? Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Want to get that 3-pack because this figure sucks. Is terrifying. I don't even want to move his ankles. I bought him and I never touch him because I'm terrified I'm gonna break him. And finally, here he is next to what then they call him? Father? Big Daddy Venom. Whoa, almost fell backwards. The power of Venom just being in front of me just almost took me back. And Carnage does not match up. But oh yeah, kind of wanted to do this because Crow is the one figure which I've seen a lot of people do customs of. And when I saw Crow, I was like, he could probably be a really good Carnage custom. And he does pair well with Venom height-wise. But I don't got the time or patience or money to buy a Crow action figure and paint it up to be Carnage. But I did apply for a job, so pray for me there. Pray they never find this YouTube channel. They'll fire me within a second. Here's the glorious father-son duo. Weird that this relationship ended with him getting his head bitten off. Spoilers? But yeah, had a little bit of a toxic relationship, gotta say. Venom's like the father that didn't know he was going to be a father and then left for milk and then never came back until he found out that his son was drafted in the NFL and was like, yo, I'm back. And then he saw that his son resented him and then was like, screw you, eat your head, F you, and then got teleported into the MCU for like 20 minutes. Venom's got a fun life, doesn't he? Carnage was played by Woody Harrelson, right? I think he did good. Ain't gonna lie. Slick down here, god awful, but you know, it is what it is. Carnage was really cool, I ain't gonna lie. Kinda wanna watch that movie again. But yeah, this is. I'm kind of disappointed this wasn't as chaotic as all the other videos, because, man, the Venom video, just go and watch that video to compare. Pure chaos. Just insanity. And then the video called where I'm reviewing Carnage is the tamest one. A little disappointing, but you know what? I'm happy I'm not having a bloody nose because it's like 1 in the morning and I'm hungry and I'm gonna go eat after this and then watch Seinfeld because that's what I do with my life. Eat a chicken sandwich, mac and cheese, with some Kool-Aid while watching Seinfeld, and that's all I do with my life. Really productive member of society. Like, subscribe, go check out my Instagram, MoonKnightXO, where I post some dankalicious stuff. I'm actually doing drawings of all the Panic at the Disco Viva Las Vengeance songs. So yeah, go check that out because I'm really proud of the one that I've done. When this video's out, it would have been posted, so yeah, go support that. Support the channel, check out my previous reviews, and that's pretty much all I got. I don't know what the hell the next review is gonna be. I was supposed to review an Iron Man and Thanos 2-pack like 2 weeks ago, but then decided, let's make it spooky and review Herman here. You see, there's no fun facts to learn before this video to get it all amped up, and you know, Venom video was just pure chaos. I'm a little disappointed, I gotta say. Nothing chaotic happened in this video. Maybe that's for the best. You get a decent review. There's a train. Does that count? Let's get him in a cool pose before we head out, you know. Hope you have a chaotic day, because, you know, Carnage. And, peace out. Well, his elbows are so tight, but his legs are so loose. Lyric to my new single dropping Friday. Peace.